We've all got to eat, right? So this video may not be as fun as some of my other video content, yet it is all about some of the essential costs of living. So welcome to today's episode of My 5, and we are breaking down triangle area grocery stores. So in my household as a real estate agent, I have a little bit more flexibility than my wife has. My wife is a school teacher, so I do most of the food shopping in our house. It's just the way it has always happened. So today we're gonna be breaking down the top 5, in my opinion, grocery store options for you in the marketplace. And you're gonna wanna be sure to stick around to the end, because I will cost compare all 5 of these with a list of 8 items from kind of all different departments within the store. So let's go ahead and get started. Coming in at number 5, we have Lowe's food store. So not to be confused for my northern partners watching this video, this is not Lowe's home improvement stores, but I do have a funny little story with that. So Lowe's Food Stores has 81 stores in total. 63 of those stores are in North Carolina, with about 17 of those being within 30 miles of Raleigh. They also do include 20 fuel stations throughout the franchise, or throughout the organization. They have 20 fuel stores. So for my northern partners who are watching this video, I would kind of compare Lowe's Foods to a Shaw's Market / Star Market, as far as the feel and layout of Lowe's Food. So back to that funny story, it actually is the same founding family as those who founded Lowe's Home Improvement. So when I first moved to the South myself, someone said, "Hey, you want to go to Lowe's and pick up a gallon of milk?" I was like, What do you mean go to Lowe's and pick up a gallon of milk? So Lowe's Foods, not to be confused with Lowe's Home Improvement, yet same founding family. So some of the features at Lowe's Foods include some unique features. A lot of the stores have what they call beer dens, where you can go in and you can get a craft beer of some kind and do your shopping while you're there, or you can just kind of sit there. A few of these other stores in North Carolina also have this similar setup there, but you can either hang out and drink your beer at kind of a bar setup, or you can get around shopping. A lot of them also have some other unique features with some popcorn stations, where they actually make some custom flavored popcorns right on site, as well as a sausage work kind of feature that Lowe's Foods has. So they have some different kinds of sausages outside of what you would get at a normal grocery store. So this one comes in at number 5. Last thing with them, they do have a store card in order to be able to get the best prices. So number 5, Lowe's Food. Moving on to number 4, we have Publix. So if you are anywhere south of North Carolina, and especially in Florida, you have most definitely heard of Publix. There are in total 1,373 stores as of the recording of this video. There are only 54 of them in North Carolina, with almost 1,000 of them being in Florida. 13 of those are within 30 miles of Raleigh. So you do have a nice size footprint in the Raleigh triangle area. So their feel for a Publix is definitely like that hometown food market. Again, for my northern New England type friends, this would be like a Roch Brothers. For some of my Rhode Island friends, like a Dave's Marketplace, like that neighborhood feel. It is an employee-owned company, so you get some employees who, they have some benefit from the company and from the organization. So it's not a publicly traded company like most of the other ones on there. As far as kind of the top choices of Publix, I would say for sure of the 5 that I am featuring on my 5 today, it is definitely the top for fresh fruit and produce. So it definitely, I think, for me, ranks higher than the rest of these in that option. Publix also does feature a full pharmacy in it, so on top of your food shopping, you can also get all of your prescription medications in there as well. One thing I definitely like about Publix, in addition to the fresh fruit and the produce, there is no card needed to get the sale prices. So if they're doing a buy one, get one free, you don't need to have a registered card for that. They do have a Club P that they call it for like additional coupons that they'll mail you or email you. But you don't need those to get that. So coming in at number 4 is Publix. Moving on to the middle at number 3 on my 5 for Raleigh area grocery stores, we have Food Lion. So Food Lion overall has 1,100 stores, again, mostly southern presence from Virginia down to Georgia area with a heavy presence in North Carolina. In fact, 1,100 stores, 57 of those are within 20 miles of Raleigh. So you have lots of options for Food Lion if you are in the Triangle area. Again, comparison for my Northern and New England friends, I would compare Food Lion most to like a Hannaford's market. And funny fact with that, they are actually owned by the same parent company. So the same parent company acquired both Food Lion and Hannaford's at some point in their trajectory. Fun fact about Food Lion, started in North Carolina due to the success of the from some of the early investors in the company. It made Rowan County, where the headquarters and where it was started, the highest per capita millionaire of anywhere in the United States at that time. So just a little useless fact information that filled my brain, unfortunately. So staple of Food Lion is without a doubt the cheap food. So it is the cheapest of the list of the 5 that we're going to cover today. There are some additional, I would say, cheaper ones, whether it's an Aldi or a Lido or something like that. One of those where you shop for your own food, you bag them, those kind of things. But as far as like your traditional kind of grocery stores, I would say Food Lion is definitely the cheapest, and that is their staple. They do have an MVP card and some digital coupons for the best deal. So if you see a 2 for $8, you do need the MVP card to get that price, as opposed to Publix, which they just offer that sale price to everybody. So coming in at number 3, we have Food Lion. Moving on to our top 2, coming in at number 2, we have Harris Teeter. So Harris Teeter has a total of 261 stores as of the recording of this video. They are in North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, Georgia, Florida, Delaware, and Maryland. They also operate numerous gas stations that are either attached or very close to the grocery stores here. Again, for my northern partners or even my mid-Atlantic partners who may be watching this video, they, to me, feel the most like a Stop and Shop or a Super G. Those are kind of the same company, but has that same feel as a Harris Teeter for me personally. So fun fact about Harris Teeter, it was formed by 2 individuals, Harris and Teeter, who merged their companies. Harris was the pharmacy, Teeter had kind of the food and grocery, but they both kind of combined their businesses. They both had some of the other stuff. But in the early days, they were the first pharmacy that allowed customers to shop for items. Previously to that, you just went into the pharmacy and you gave them your list of items and they went shopping for you and brought them to you. So fun little fact of useless knowledge, again, that is now implanted in my head. They have a great variety of items, which is why I consider this one number 2. They don't have some of the fun features that like number 5 had with Lowe's with the beer den, although some of the newer Harris Teeters, especially one down in the Wilmington area, does have that full beer garden kind of feel to it. So great variety of items. You'll see as we get to the breakdown of prices at the end. Again, stick around for a cost comparison of these 5. It is on the higher side of the price spectrum. Best prices at Harris Teeter, you definitely want to get their membership card as well. They also have what they call HT Plus at a cost of $59 a year. You get free delivery on delivery if you want your food delivered to you, double gas points, and a couple other features and benefits. So number 2, and again, this list could be, as most of my 5s could be very, interchangeable as far as how they go. But it's just my opinion at the time of making this video. So number 2, Harris Teeter. And finally, coming in at number 1, we have a new entry to the area. There are not a ton of these in the North Carolina market yet. They are expanding. So coming in at number 1 from my 5 for grocery stores for the Triangle area is Wegmans. So in total, there are 111 stores as of the recording of this video. I think they have like 5 or 6 in the works. 4 of those are in North Carolina. So, and one additional one is coming soon to my new hometown of Raleigh. So 111 stores. Again, final comparison for my northern and New England friends and family. I would consider this most to be like a market basket, kind of mixed with the Trader Joe's, with the handwritten price signs and things that go around the store, and just that overall general vibe of the store. Maybe not quite as cheap on the pricing as a market basket, and yet still not as pricey as a Trader Joe's. Fun fact about Wegmans, it's a family-owned company. They have been in Fortune magazine's top 100 places to work since the first year that list was ever made, and in fact, since 2016, they've actually been in the top 4 of that list. And then they have a little homage to their hometown area. They were founded in the Rochester, New York area. The closest professional sports team to them would be the Buffalo Bills. So in each one of their stores, on top of the local high school or college gear that they have on sale there, they also have some Buffalo Bills gear. So if you're moving from Buffalo or the New York area, you definitely know Wegmans. You know that if you want some new Bills gear, you'll be able to get that in Wegmans. So what I absolutely was floored about with Wegmans is their market cafe. I don't know if all of them have this, but the one that is closest to me in West Cary has this. This is basically like an entire food court of prepared and hot food. So they make them to order for you. They have an Asian bar, they have burgers, pizza, soup and salad. They have sandwiches, all sorts of stuff made to order for you in that market cafe. It kind of sits on the side of the grocery store itself, but definitely want to check that out. I'd say this is the huge thing with that. They are definitely cheaper. They're on the lower end, as you'll get through in just a minute here. They are on the lower end of the prices, so it's a cheap kind of combined with the overall experience of that market cafe. Just puts it above the rest of the options that are out there. From what I've known so far, again, this is the newest to the area into my experience. You don't need a card to get in there. That's special. Again, they do have a membership to get you some extra perks, I'm sure, but you don't need that to get their sale prices. So coming in at number 1, we have Wegmans. Hey, thanks for sticking around here. I promised you way back in the beginning that I had done some price shopping comparisons. So I, again, appreciate you sticking around to the end of this video. I know that this topic may not be as cool as the top 5 nightclubs in the Raleigh area, yet it is an important thing. In fact, when I was coming up with the idea of this video, and I told my wife about it, she's like, "You're going to do grocery stores?" I said, "Yeah, we all have to eat like 3 meals a day at least, and we can eat out all of them." So let's talk about the grocery stores. So let's talk about the price comparison shopping that I did. So I shopped for 8 items at all 5 of these different stores. I kind of had to go with items that I knew I could find in most of the stores. So, you know, it's not the healthiest shopping list for sure, but as you can see here, I do not have the healthiest lifestyle out there imaginable, yet these are items that, again, I knew I could find at all 5 of the stores. So I shopped their golden pineapple, 90-10 ground beef when possible. You'll see some adjustments there. Pound of honey ham, 1 party-sized bag of Doritos, 32-ounce Tyson chicken nuggets, frozen, pack of Oreos, 16.5-pound bag of Purina One dog food, and a gallon of whole milk. So at the high end of things was Lowe's food. So Lowe's food was the highest of all of those. Some notes with that, it was Boar's Head. Both Lowe's food and Harris Teeter only carry Boar's Head for their meats. So those are a little more expensive than kind of the store brand that the other ones had. Some other notes here, we definitely had the lowest came in at Food Line with $68.72. And again, Wegmans was number one overall on the list for the combination of price and experience, came in at $70.42. So as you can see, just 8 items varied almost $16 just between these 5 stores. So this is available as a download in the description. I have shared that link to this document on my website. So that is all for your top 5 or my top 5 grocery stores in the Triangle area. If you like what you have seen, go ahead and give me a like and subscribe to this so you can get more content about my 5 and just overall some more educational real estate content is found on the channel. So that's all. Thanks for watching, and until next time, have a great day.